You will first need to log in with the credentials provided to you. This will come to you in QR form via email. Once inside the app, you will be able to see the number of companies that you have access to. These companies can represent different customers, sites, installations or deployments where Armatura readers are installed. If you need temporary access to a device, you can scan the QR code that would be emailed to you. This will allow you to connect to a device within another company for which you currently don't have access to, so you can configure it. Under Parameters, we can connect to a device to configure it. Click on the link button to connect to that device. Once inside, you'll see the parameters screen for that device. We can start by naming the reader, so we can easily identify it the next time we open the app. We'll just name this front door as an example. By clicking the I button in the top right corner, we can see all the information about that device. We can even update the firmware via the Connect app. We can simply upload the file and send it via Bluetooth to upgrade. The most important setting on this screen is making sure the device is assigned to the correct company. Without this, the credentials assigned to the users for this device will not work properly. Credentials and devices must both match the company in order for the communication to be secure. Next, we can go into the actual functionality settings. By selecting Communication, we can switch the communication protocol of the reader between Weekend and OSDP. For OSDP, you can also set the reader address. Next is the UID output. Most of these settings do not need to be changed unless you are using specific EM or ISO cards. You can also set up the output for the mobile credential. These settings are different depending on the function. We'll review this a little later. Under Mobile Credentials, you can adjust the Bluetooth settings for the readers. Card mode and remote mode are the only current functions which are supported. You can also set the distances for how far away you want to be able to verify from. Remember, the further the distance, the more of a security issue it may cause. Next, depending on the version of reader you have, it will either be low frequency or high frequency. For low frequency, you can select the different types of cards this reader needs to support. You can also do the same for high frequency. Under Visual and Audio, you can configure the color and setting of the LEDs as well as the volume of the reader. Don't forget to click Save after changing any settings for them to take effect. For keypad, you can set it to output either 4 bits or 26-bit Weekend. Under QR, you can select which type you would like to use. By default, the Armatura ID dynamic QR code is selected. This will use the same UID output as the Armatura Bluetooth credentials. You will want to make sure the output is set for RAW and 8 bytes. This output is also used for the RAW QR code setting. The reader can also be set to read the dynamic QR code generated by Atlas and the Zkey mobile app. For this configuration, you'll want to make sure the UID is set to Weekend and for 66 bits. In the Connect app, you also have the option of creating templates for readers. You can create a custom setting that you can then apply to all readers as you go. This will save you configuration time when needing to deploy multiple readers in one installation. Thanks for checking out how the Armatura Connect app works.